worry, I'm not calling anybody after this discussion. Good morning, everyone. Hope you slept well. Some of you may already have your PVCs. Some of you may have lost it. Some of you may have misplaced it. The face is scratched. You can't even read it. The card reader couldn't read it the last time. You know, like a whole lot of stories. Some of you have moved from one place to the other. Some of you live in somewhere else, but you want to be able to vote somewhere else. You know, like a lot. Now, I'm going to tell you how to do this without multiple registrations, because this is what happens, right? And Inec will classify it as invalid registration if you register twice. So you cannot register twice. It doesn't matter whether your phone, your card is lost, you didn't pick up your card when it was first done, you still have your small slips, the paper slip, you didn't collect the plastic cards and all of that. It doesn't matter if you registered in 2011, 2015, 2012. If you registered anytime, your registration is valid and it is still there. Okay? You did not pick up your cards at all, but you registered. Your card, your PVC card, is at the Inec office where you registered. So if you registered in Port Harcourt, your card is at Port Harcourt. If you registered in Lagos, in Itedo, your card is at Itedo. So don't get it all mixed up. Wherever Inec office is where you registered, please go there. You registered in your local government. Go to your Inec office in your local government and pick up your card. It is still there. Whether you registered in 2011, 2015, 2018, 20 anything, as long as it is between 2010 and today, your card is still there. Now, if you collected your card, but you have lost it, which means that you need a replacement, it is not a fresh registration. So when you go to their site and you update, review your, because I'm going to walk you step by step as to how you can request a replacement of a missing card or of a defaced card or of a card, yes, defaced card. I think that's the most common, the one that most people wrote and reported about, defaced card. I'm going to tell you how to request. Be patient, give them time, but what you know for sure is that between now and at least a month to election, your card will be ready. It might even be ready before that. This is my suggestion, please, everybody. Do not pick a picking booth far from your place of residence or the place where you intend to be during voting. So you might be resident in Lagos, but you want to vote in your state, in your local government, in your ward. Please let that be what your card reads. Because if you put in Lagos and you put in the place closest to where you live in Lagos, then during election you travel and go to your village, you can't use your card. Your PVC immediately becomes useless. Immediately it becomes useless. So there are a lot of people who have PVCs, but their PVCs are useless because they cannot use them to vote. You want to be able to vote. Your PVC enables you to do that, but you cannot have it registered in Lagos and you want to use it in Port Harcourt, except your card says so. I hope I'm making myself very clear. You can register in Lagos, however, put in the details of your village, and yes, then you can use it in your village because it will have that new address. But you don't have that new address, you can't vote in your village. If you have registered to vote in Abuja, please be in Abuja on election day so that your voter's card can work. The sad thing is, as many of us that are registered and with valid voter's card, that many of us also have invalid cards. Why are our cards invalid? Because some of us chose to register twice. Some of us registered with a different phone number. We don't have that phone number anymore. We don't remember that phone number anymore. So when we go to register afresh, we give a new phone number. But once our biometrics go in, it cancels out the other because your biometrics is the same. Your address can change. Every other thing can change. Oh boy, your fingerprints cannot change. When they tell you to take pictures, one with a straight face, one with a smile, it is so that it is you. Okay? So once they put that, they see it is you, it nullifies what you have. So Inec gets data. I can tell you that. Inec has data. They have your data. Okay? So if you have ever registered before, ever, between 2011 and 2021, and you have no updates, you have no change in location, you have not lost it, you have not defaced it, nothing has happened to it, uncle, that card is very valid. It is valid for you to vote. It is valid for you to use at your center. Okay? All right, so now let's walk through. Okay? There are a few security measures on the Inec website, right? And this is to ensure the safety of everyone. They also understand that there are a few other people who can't do this by themselves, either because they don't have smartphones or, you know, they're really matured citizens. And so, you know, they can't do this, right? So Inec makes provision for somebody else to help you update your information. I'm going to need this because a lot of people are sending in messages. Okay, so I'm able to read. Okay, so first step, when you want to be able to do any changes on your information, on your CV, what is it now? On your CVR. Good. This is what you do. First, you sign in. Now, some of you already have your information, your account. You already have Gmails and all of that. When you open, you see create an account. And sometimes it says to you, create using your Gmail, which means your own Gmail. Then it will show you put in password, blah, blah, blah. So you create your own account using your own email address on their platform, right? Now you choose what you want to do. You will see it there, the information is there. Please and please and please and please, when you create this account, remember the things you used in creating it. So my own advice is use your existing Gmail account. Don't create a fresh one. So sign in with your own account. Okay? So you use that, you create that account, and then if you're doing for someone else, indicates there is a certificate that you will need to sign. That is also to protect you and protect Inec, so that nobody just goes there, wipes off everything, all your information, puts in their own, and then, you know, mess you up. So you don't have, no. You must sign. So Inec knows who is doing what for who. Okay, so you now do that. Then you do review. Okay, you review, you select your state. You go to your state, you will see all your information. The minute you do this, it will, once you put in that, it will request your surname, your father's name as your surname. It will request that, and it will request your own name, and it will request your date of birth. Now, this is where a lot of people have problems, and I don't know why Nigerians will do this. Some people don't know their date of birth, and I don't understand it. One time you are 1970, another time you are 1978, 1987. Your birthday is just doing vuru vuru vala vala. So you now, yes, I'll bring them on camera. Okay, so you do that, right? You put in your date of birth as you have it with Inec. So if what you give to Inec is 10th October 1967, auntie, put in that now. Uncle, put in that. Now sometimes Inec has made provision for you that if you have forgotten that it is 1967 that you put there as birthday, and then you now, there's, okay, try 1968, 69, okay, 76, go turn that, the numbers upside down, inside out, just to see. Now there's sometimes where your name, you know, they're very common names, like let me give you one common name, will be Choma, and then you have Choma, and then maybe your name is Choma Eze Ebelebe. They're like 3 billion Choma Ezes. Hey, you see Choma Eze. You have to be careful to identify your own Choma Eze. Why? Because there's something peculiar to you. It is not your phone number or your email address that all the Choma Ezes have. Even if you have a Choma Eze whose birthday is the same as yours, the two of you will not have the same phone number. So let's go again. Create an account on that page. Once you open it, the website you already know is www.cvr.inecnigeria.org. It will open for you. www.cvr.inecnigeria.org. Their website will open. Now you and I understand Nigeria, and we know that there's sometimes when our networks don't work. So if you have one of those bad days and you try severally and it is not open, it is not that the platform is bad, though. It is network people that are unnetting you. So be patient and try again. I advise most people, wait until the world is sleeping, like maybe towards midnight, 11, 1, when a lot of people, the only people awake at that time are the people who live abroad. You wait around that time. When the world is sleeping, go back. It might open better because your network has less people on it, and then you are also more relaxed. There's peace online, hopefully, because there's some days that there's no peace even at midnight. So anyways, go back. Once you sign in, you will see the point to create your account. You create your account. When you create your account, you will see all the information. Now, the only thing on that platform right now that is deactivated is fresh registration. Why is fresh registration deactivated? Because to do a fresh registration, they need to take your biometrics, and you can't do your biometrics yourself. And that's why you can't do any fresh registration yourself. But every other request is available right now. Every other request is available. So identify what you want to do. Click on it. It will request you now to put in your surname and your birthday. Your surname, your first name. Please leave your middle name. See, especially if your middle name is like my own middle name. Tamno Nengiofuri. 19 alphabets. You understand my problem, Abi? So if your middle name is like my own, Balama, don't worry yourself. Just write the Hilda Doku. But that's why I make life easy for people. Hilda Doku. You know, just put your surname first and then your name next. Right? Good. Then your birthday. It will now show you review. Now, another thing that they have done is that for every step towards the end, you get to take 2 pictures. One with a straight face, no glasses, passport, just like the embassy. Your ear must show. Everything must show. You take one straight face, you take one smiling. You will not go and remove your teeth now. You know this kind of things. So you take those 2 pictures. You scroll down. It says next. You click on next. Then you choose again. So you alone, you can change or you can do correction on your name if it has been spelled wrongly. You make that correction. You go down. It says next. Then you go back to your next activity. Maybe you want to change location. Again, you click on location. You make the corrections. You will first see the one that is there. The one that you say you want to change. That is the one you now change. You change it to the one you want. For me as a voter, the most important thing to do is to ensure that that's your polling unit. Is your polling unit. So you have some work to do. If you have to call your neighbor or your mother, depending on where you want to vote, to do that. I had to call my mother to say, Mommy, in Asaritoru, please, which polling booth is the one that is closest to the house? My mama gave it to me. Me, I know I'm from Ward 3. But the polling booths, I didn't know which was what. Okay? And then because there are like plenty polling booths, how was I supposed to know which is what? But my mother knew what it was. Because she had done hers. My younger brother had done hers for her. Okay? So call and be sure. Then you choose that polling booth. Again, go down. It will tell you next. So keep making those corrections. The website though, Godwin, the website is www.inecnigeria.org. If you are on my page, you will see it. It is there. CVR, actually, maybe we should start telling Nigerians. It is Citizens Voters Registration. That's what it means. So it's www.cvr.inecnigeria.org. It will open. You will see the space to create your account. So I'm responding to some questions, people. So if I'm repeating myself, it's all right. Okay, so create your account. If you have a Gmail account, better for you. It will say create an account using your Gmail. Click that one, because that one you already know the password, you already know everything. It will fill. Create your account. Once you create your account, it's going to now ask you to put in your name, your surname, right? And like I advised, you can put your middle but you see your first name and your last name is better. And if your middle name is like my middle name is Tamno Nengiofori, 19 straight alphabets are not a play. Like say my papa that say my name no love, you no go sweet. So okay, so you now go from there. You skip, you can change, you can make corrections on your name. For instance, if it was not spelled properly, like a lot of people like to put H at the end of my document. For me, I don't understand that one. Okay, if that has happened, you can make that correction and remove that H. Maybe they have written your address. Now, when you write your address, please, no special anything like all those dash, hyphen, brackets, don't even go. Just space, the normal space. So don't do Emeka's close. Just write Emeka close. It's okay. Put the S, but don't put apostrophe. So no apostrophe, no special character. No special character. Just do the normal spacing and go on. No once you write your address, if you put that natural special character, now you know it will keep telling you go back, go back, go back. Now, when you are on that page to fill, you will see everything. Everything that is asterisk. Asterisk means when that's when they put like this. Will be like star, we red. Child, with my markers, these children don't carry my marker. Make I show you asterisk. Because some people now go say they don't know what's in the asterisk. They are one at the plenty. Asterisk, now when this is asterisk, people of God. When you see something like this, usually they mark it like red. They mark it like red by the corner. So once you see any information that they require of you that has red on it, it means that you must answer that question. You cannot go to the next page because you see, as you fill it will say next. So once you finish and click next and you have made all the corrections you want, you will see it. It will just tell you done. Okay? Once you have finished, you will see your full information that you have done will appear. For me, save as PDF is safe. But I go the extra mile. You know me, I'm old school and I'm not ashamed to talk about. I will screenshot it and keep it. Not that it means anything, no. It's just so that it makes life easy for you when you go to pick up your card. When you go to pick up your card and you say your name and you have that slip, because before you even get to Inec office, Inec has already sorted out the cards. Now, please, all of you that are going to register now or make reviews now, they are not giving you card immediately. It's just one small slip that you get. So for everybody who is going to do it by themselves with their smartphones, you will see that same small slip. It will show on your screen when you have completed all your corrections. And you can do location, you can do name, you can do lost. So your card is lost. You will see it there. It will say request. And when you finish, it will tell you what do you want. And you click on replace card. And you know the normal questions. So card is lost. Card is lost now. Card is defaced. Card is defaced. They're not asking for. They've already given you the options. Your own is to click on what it is. Okay, good. So once you finish that and everything shows, your information will show on your screen, which means that you have finished. You have updated. Inec has that information because where you are doing this thing is on their page. It is the same thing that you would have been dragging them to do and wasting the time of younger, fresher voters. People just turned it. People just turned 19. Some people, you know, some older people have never voted in their lives, ever. Some people went to register only because their office asked for it or their church asked for it. They have never voted. Some people have lost faith completely in this our country. So, but we are saying don't lose faith yet. Let's try one more time before we know whether it will turn to akara and we will sell it. But, you know, so again, Let's go through this again. For you to start, you need to open up your own account. Okay, you need to create your account, input your information, your name, date of birth. Click to do this. You do the review the information. Once you finish that, then you now start. You start. The drop downs are there, so if it is correction you want to make, you click on correction and start correcting. If it is request you want to make, click on that. For instance, your card is lost, click on that. You will see it, replacement of card. You click on it and do all that you need to do. I hope this morning has been very useful to all of us. This was for all the people who sent DMs and all the people who actually called and the people who left messages on the post of yesterday. So I hope I have answered all your questions. If you're having issues signing into the website, again I say to you, it is not because the website is down. It is because network providers are down. 2, do not try to do a fresh registration on the site. It has been deactivated. You cannot do a fresh registration on your own. You can only do every other correction. Every other correction. Check your status and everything. We will talk about that. I'll give people time to register, and then we will again have this conversation on how you can check your status to be sure that yes, you are a valid person, a valid voter. And if you are invalid, then you can register. Okay, you can validate that, because it will help the Inec officer more to know that, you know, what has happened is you checked your status on their platform and you were invalid. Then it is easier for them to validate that, because it's very annoying to know that 2 million something people have registered. 1,300,000 is valid, 1,100,000 is invalid. Madness. So please, let nobody cancel out any other person's registration, including your own. Don't cancel out your registration by registering twice. That we're saying go and register is not new. So, well, that's what it is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Things to note: at every point that you make correction, you're going to be required to submit 2 photographs of you. One with a straight face, one with a smile. Your phone has camera, so it will either ask you whether you want to take from your gallery or you want to take a fresh one. My advice, take a fresh one, because you may be looking for photo from gallery, network, allow. So no need. Press camera on your phone and snap the picture. It is your face, one straight face, one smile. So if you make 4 changes, you will take those pictures 8 times. Okay? Which is 4 smiling, 4 not smiling. But you're not going to take them together. You are going to take them on the pages of your correction. Okay? That's that. 2, if you need to do for somebody, you're going to sign a certificate. There's a certificate online which says that you have the right to do. You're not doing this for yourself, because it will ask you whose registration, yours, somebody, and then you just indicate that you are doing for somebody. Then it will pop out that certificate which you have to agree to and take, right? So they know who did this. Then you continue, you take off the information and you fill this person's information. That is if you are doing for somebody. If you are not doing for anybody, don't attempt it though. Anyway, you know you won't attempt it because you have to swear. You have to swear affidavit and sign one affidavit that is online. Now you then go pick, not baby. So that's what you need to do. Okay? Please, when you open, it is going to first show you your information as is. That is that information that you have some misinformation on. Please remove the one that you don't want and correct it. Okay? That's it. Okay. This is to protect you, people. And this is to ensure that we vote. 2023 election should be our business. Okay? It should be our business. So I'm going to wait for any questions that you may have. If you have any questions, please type them, pop them up, and let's go. Now, these are the things that we're going to be looking at from time to time, and I'm going to post those information on my page. We're going to look at parties and their signs. Because I hear people say, oh, this person for president, the other person for president. Is okay. It can be anybody for president. I agree with you. I already know who I want to vote for. But if you do not know, they are not putting the person's name on the voter's card. The voter's card is one long list like this. Don't worry. We will identify parties and the names attached to it. Okay? So that's another one we're going to do. We're going to do how you identify your ward. Okay? The polling units in your ward. Because there's not just one polling unit. So you have Ward 1, and in Ward 1 you have like maybe 4 or 5 polling booths. So you need to know which one is your own. Okay? So I'm going to wait now for any questions that anyone might have, so that we use that to deal with this. And if I have answered all, blah blah blah. Okay. Present transfer points. Okay. If you have registered and you haven't gotten your card yet, and I mean registered before now, maybe registered in 2015, for instance, go to the Inec office closest to where you registered and get your card. My advice would be, hold on till the 30th, because they have given us till the 30th to register. And it is the same Inec staff doing the registration that will sort the cards. So if you go now, you'll be interrupting registration. So me, I will say, wait until after the 30th. You go and collect your card. If you have registered before, you have registered, go to the Inec office closest to where you registered and pick up your card. Inec says there are thousands of cards in their offices begging for the owners to come and collect their cards. Your card is at Inec and you are struggling to register. Go and pick up your card if you have ever registered. Please. And if you registered in 2000 and anything after 10 and your address has changed, please make that correction now. If you don't make that correction, and by the 30th, they deactivate their platforms, you can't make that correction again. We are not sure there will be an extension. There's a murmur to it. Oh, they may extend, they may. We don't know. Let's deal with what we know. What we know is 30th, they will go down, or rather they will deactivate. Right now they have deactivated fresh registration. So if you have changed anything, Married women, you have added or you have removed your father's name and now you have your husband's name. You need a change. You need to correct your name. Yes. If you have moved from one location to another location, you need to correct location first from states. So if you are still in the same state, good. So you leave your state. Your state does not need correction. So state is still state. Okay? So River State, you still have your River State. And you have moved from LL1 to Old GRA. There's a change required. You move it from LL1 to Old GRA. Or you have moved from LL1 to Buguma. Immediately, local government has changed. Change local government. Change your ward. You need to make those corrections. You need, uncle, auntie, you need to make those corrections. And you need to make those corrections now. If anything has changed. You know, the one thing that can't change is your date of birth. But every other thing can change. Your location can change. Your location can change. So when your location changes, please change it now. So change, okay? Your card may have been lost. Please don't say your card is lost if you didn't pick up the first one. Because they have the information. Now you say your card is lost, you go there, you try to find another card. They will see that your card is still in the office and you didn't pick it up. And then you will not, what do you call it? Devalidate yourself. Don't do that. Do not do that. Go and pick up your card. If there are changes, do your changes now. Okay? Do your changes now so that your new card can have that information. And for your information, everybody making corrections, you're going to get new cards. And when those cards are ready, you go and pick up the card with the fresh information. So if you're one of those whose old card is still there, and now you're going to be making corrections and all of that, it's okay. Do you even remember what you used in signing in? Because if you do, you can make your corrections. Okay? So go and make those corrections on your own, on your phone, in your room, lying on your bed, eating gari, gisting with friends, chucking beer, whatever it is that you are doing. Go get it done. Don't carry around PVCs that are useless. Please, that's my concern. A lot of people have PVCs that are useless. They have changed home address, they have changed states, they have changed status, the cards don't read, they're defaced. You are my concern. The fresh people registering, Inec can handle that. But you who needs to do your update, you are my concern. Okay? So please, can we get the right things done quickly? Quickly. Inec is waiting for us to do the right things. And those people we want to vote are relying on us to get in office and work for us. The people who are waiting. And the people that we must kick out very quickly. That's the only way we can do that. We can only kick them out by ensuring that we have voters' cards that are actually voters' cards. I'm waiting for the questions, people. Okay, throw up the questions. Who wants to come on? Belinda. Okay. Somebody wants to go live? Yes. Any questions? Any questions, people? Otherwise, we'll have to call it a day so I can go on my street sensitization. It is my, you see, I'm doing door to door. No. I can't even play. The punishment of the last 8 years, too much for me. We have to do this. We have to sensitize people and get them to do the right things. Okay? So if you have questions, good morning. Good morning, Chris. Good morning. Good morning, Godfrey. Good morning. Any more questions, people? I'm waiting for the questions. Throw them up so that you and I can go through them now and you'll be glad. Okay? Let's know. Are there questions? Don't carry around useless PVCs. Don't carry PVCs that you can't use to vote because you have moved, and you do know that on elections day you will not be allowed to move around. So you're better off if you live in Obunabale, and that is where you're going to be during voting. Please make sure that your address and polling unit closest to you is in Obunabale. Don't go and choose a polling booth in Buguma when you live in Obunabale and you know you're not going to Buguma on voting day. I'm warning now because people come out and say, I couldn't vote before I got to my village. I wanted to go in the night. They said unknown wanting was on the way to our village, so I stayed back. Don't waste that vote. I'm begging you. We need to win. I don't even know who we are, but we need to win. Please, okay? I beg you. So if you are going to be in, if you're going to be anywhere in Nigeria, please, let that be the place on that voter's card. For 2023, put it closest to where you live, so you can walk to your that we're spreading online. It will be